Hi, guys, and welcome to the Truth Factor, where we do headlines with an attitude. Um, I really didn't feel like doing too much of anything today. We were it was like I think really late when we got in, like 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, we were out too really late. Um, but we went to a marvelous revival and it was just wonderful. Oh my goodness sakes. I can't wait for Bible to tell about the miraculous testimony that I have, and it is miraculous. So I hope you guys will join me for Bible to hear that tonight. I was doing Bible, but just trying to get some energy back from last night and all that running we did yesterday. But
You didn't do
anyway,
no running, y'all. You done the road.
I rode along with
You
you.
rode. That's not driving.
Oh, it's driving. Anyway, we had a blessed time. But there's headlines, so let's get right into it, guys. Um, every article is in the Wixit in the description in the box below. And guys, if I get close to, I just want to tell everybody, I got a couple of people commenting about me getting close to the camera or whatever.
Okay.
I feel like I have to be on top of the thing sometimes to read the comments. My apologies, because I'm reading the comments from up here. Anyway, or if I have my phone and I have the comment section over here. So that's why. That's why you see me when I get like this, is because I'm trying to read the comments. Anyway, God bless y'all.
Okay.
And this camera is really close too, but I can't move it because there's nowhere to move it. Anyway. Hi there, Carol. How are you? Hello, Carol. Carol from California and Carol from Kansas, I believe. Is where the other Carol's from. And MG, how are you guys? Good to see you. Anyway, let's get right into these headlines, guys. God is good. He is indeed. All right, guys. We got just a few to cover today. I'm going to start here with this one here. Apparently, from Hal Turner, several U.S. banks are facing service disruptions today. Meanwhile, users on free speech social media platform X complained that the automated clearinghouse system is down. Downdetector.com shows Trust, I guess, Bank of America, Chase, U.S. Bank, and Wells Fargo's are experiencing widespread outages and disruptions that began at around 8 Eastern time. Here he says, here's the down detector, and then here's the list of the banks. He says his Capital One is not affected at all. So one wonders if the situation in the Middle East has hackers going after the U.S. banking system. Apparently, it's a particular clearinghouse that the B of A, Chase, and the Huntington use. That went down last night. They just got it back up and running, and I was told that most will get their deposits within 2 hours tonight at the latest. A Bank of America rep just told me that the Fed sent the banks a bulletin that there was an outage overnight, but that the servers are back online now, and the deposit backlog should be worked through by the end of the day today. And his wife contacted her company bank this morning. They reported that there was an issue with the banks, that they used what's called the Federal EPM Processing Clearinghouse, and that they had a widespread server outage overnight, but that they are back online. Okay, so guys, I think I reported it the other day. Hi there, Joe. How are you? I guess it was last week sometime, where my son works. He works for a restaurant named Wasabi. The credit cards were offline for his business. They had to give away a lot of food. So that being said, they lost a lot of money that day. But today, with this news, I can add that somebody in West Virginia went to a donut bank, actually had to pay for their stuff in the restaurant via some kind of online app that they had that they charged her money for. And then there was another business that she went into. I don't remember which one it was, but their process, what was it called, honey? I can't. Anyway, their point of sales or whatever, they also were down as well. But I will tell you, we haven't had any issues here today. It was just last week, I think it was, when my son said that all this stuff was down that one day. But nothing today, knock on wood, to report. Anyway, just wanted to clear that up. How are you, Ryan and Joe? Glad to see you guys. So just a little intel on other places. Okay, so this here is from How. Fighting continues in Gaza, deadline passed. For those that watched, we saw there was a deadline put out. As of 6:33 U.S. time, live feed from Sadat, Israel, looking west, southward, reveals machine gun fire, what sounds like tank artillery fire, the drone unmanned, aerial vehicles, and the deep thunderous rumble of fighter jets in the air. Israel is 6 hours ahead of the U.S. Eastern time, so it presently is 12:30 in the conflict zone. 2 days ago, Hezbollah and Iran issued an ultimatum to Israel and to the U.S. to stop the aggression against Gaza by dawn on Friday or face it all-out war starting Friday afternoon. The deadline passed at 5:33 Israel today, yet the fighting goes on. 2.5 hours from now, Hezbollah was supposed to, Blinken arrived in Tel Aviv. Will it be peace or full-scale war? Okay, so then time to Hezbollah speech corrected above 8 hours. Okay. The live feed I have from Gaza just went dead. Now it's back on. Then at 7:50 this morning, Blinken says we insist that Israel not only has the right, but also the duty to defend itself. So it sounds like the fight's on, right? At 8:27, military aircraft designed for electronic surveillance has been flying off the coast of Lebanon for about 2 hours now, monitoring everything electronic communication. Then at 8:30, there was this link for all of the speech where it was going to be at. And then we have update at 8:36. Massive crowds gathered in Beirut, Lebanon, to listen to the speech. At 10:30, the leader of the Hezbollah just finished a speech that ran 90 minutes. It is a very detail-oriented, to the point of being arduous, but it did demonstrate that the man operates from a fact-based logic as opposed to emotion. Nasrallah said that as Hezbollah began its operation on October 8th, one day after the Al-Aqsa storm began. He said that He said that thanks to what Hezbollah is doing, one half of the Israeli army was forced to deploy to Lebanon's border and not be used against Gaza. He also pointed out that hundreds of Israeli settlements have had to be evacuated, their personnel relocated at a great expense to Israel, at a great economic impact to Israel. He said, even if you call our actions limited so far, it certainly will not stay. What you call limited and what is happening now is unprecedented. The possibility that the war on Lebanese front will deteriorate into an all-out war is real. The enemy must understand this. Israel's fears that this front could snowball towards a regional war, and this scenario is realistic and could definitely happen. He went on to express sorrow for the martyrs in Gaza, pointed out that the Israeli onslaught continues, says that he admires the steadfastness of Gaza, pointing out the suffering of the Palestinians for 75 years and in Gaza specifically for 20 years. Make clear that the international community ignores Israelis' crimes. He said that the Al-Aqsa storm will have great impact on the future of Israeli regime. The Al-Aqsa shows Israel is weaker than spiderweb. They did nothing until the mighty guns of the USA came to help. Before those guns arrived from America, Israel pleaded for billions of dollars and American aid, more American weapons, American general and troops. He asked, is this Israel a strong government needing all this help? He said that the Israelis cannot achieve their goal. In fact, he said by Hezbollah just taking their limited actions it's already taken caused half of the Israeli army to be deployed to Israel's north, so it cannot be used against Gaza. He also pointed out that Hezbollah has now caused the evacuation of dozens of settlements in both North and South Israel, forcing the relocation of thousands of Israelis. These evacuated people are causing great economic harm to Israel and its economy. Israel's so-called strongest army in the region only bombs civilians, showing its barbaric nature. The media in West is trying to portray Israelis as victims using lies and false claims. He then made it explicitly clear that the U.S. is responsible for the ongoing troubles in Gaza. He said that those who are silent about Israeli crimes must rethink their humanity. He also boldly told the U.S. that he and his people are not afraid of U.S. troops, planes, or ships. He said that the number one priority of Hezbollah is to end the war on Gaza. Next to ensure victory of Palestinians, he pointed out this goal is the interest of neighboring countries. He finished by telling the world that in the next hours and days, you will see all our fronts become one against the enemy as a whole. As far as Hezbollah actions, they will continue and that all options are on the table. Yep. Then we also have here, guys, Israel's urgent global directive. France and the U.S. send Dix Mood and the U.S. Herschel Williams to the Mediterranean. Prepare for the 101st Division for operations. Now, this is War News T47. What's coming? France sends a second helicopter carrier. The Marine Corps is on high alert. Israel has issued an emergency global travel warning, asking all of its citizens not to travel anywhere around the world, as both France and the U.S. prepare for a widespread conflagration in the Middle East. Israel's move is seen as unprecedented and does not bode well. See what the Israeli journalist says in the video. We're going to just go down here, guys. These incidents are happening in many countries worldwide, including countries that do not have terror warnings, the Israeli statement said. Let's see. Globally, I want to address, I think I have to make sure that we're sharing it out. Hey, brother, Bum. Nice to see you. Hi, Grammy D. How are you? I'm just making sure I'm sharing it back out. I just want to make sure we have the button slid over so you guys can hear what he says. There we go. Yeah. Here we go. I hate it when it does that. Yep.
Globally, I want to address this moment of peril for the Jewish people worldwide as we witness a disturbing spike in anti-Semitic hate speech and even instances of violence against Jews and Israelis following the October 7th massacre. Today, the National Security Council and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs put out an unusual global travel warning. We are calling on all citizens of Israel to exercise heightened caution when traveling anywhere abroad. We know that Jewish communities and their institutions, Israeli diplomatic missions, and airports handling flights to and from Israel are key targets for anti-Semites and violent anti-Semites. The National Security Council is urging all Israelis to consider whether any foreign travel anywhere in the world is necessary at this dangerous moment. Citizens planning to travel to countries with specific travel warnings are asked to postpone their visits, and we emphasize Arab and Middle Eastern states, the Northern Caucasus, and countries bordering Iran. We are also asking citizens, and truly I cannot believe that we are doing this, we are asking all citizens to avoid displaying any outward signs of their Israeli or Jewish identity when traveling anywhere in the world. If you must travel, please make sure that you have the numbers of emergency services and the local Israeli embassies on speed dial. Keep away from the anti-Israel pro-jihad protests and remain alert and vigilant about your surroundings at all times.
Okay. And then, let's see. These incidents are happening in many countries worldwide. At the same time, the U.S. Marine Corps forces canceled the events for November 16th due to unforeseen operational commitments and the nature of the current mission. So it says at the same time, U.S. Marine Corps forces canceled the events for November 16th due to unforeseen operational commitments and the nature of the current mission, as it is characteristically stated in the announcement. In the same context, the U.S. 101st Airborne Brigade issued a statement warning citizens that from November 6th to November 8th, there will be an increased noise in the area due to an increased military air traffic. The 101st Division begins a large-scale exercise in and around Fort Campbell. Interesting. The exercise is preparation for large-scale and far-reaching operations. This exercise will test the division's communications capabilities and logistical supports. Rather interesting, guys. Here is that. See if I can get it to blow up here for you. And here it is. Fort Campbell beginning this week. The 101st will conduct a large-scale training exercise. This exercise is designated to evaluate and certify the brigade's ability. We are alerting the public. Yada, yada, yada. So, in a few days, it's going to be kind of like, people are beginning thinking, what's going on? But they're telling us that there's an exercise. Anyway. So then we have U.S. Marine Corps. Central Command has just announced that their Marine Corps 248th ball scheduled for November 16th has now been canceled due to the unforeseen operational commitments and the nature of our current mission. So now we have this military ball for the Marines that has been canceled. Let's see if I can read it to you, just a portion of it anyway. I hope this letter finds you in good health and high spirits. Regretfully and with strong sense of duty, I write to inform you. Pardon?
Nothing. I'm talking to myself. Sorry.
You a decision that I had made regarding Marine Corps 248 ball scheduled for November 16th due to the unforeseen operational commitments and the nature of our current mission. It is with regret that we must cancel this year's event. Anyway, signed by C.A. McPhillips. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. Let's see. France will send a second helicopter carrier, the Dexmude, off the coast of Gaza. Let's see. We have Expeditionary Sea Base, USS Herschel Williams, heading east in the Mediterranean. Here's that media advisory communications. Both of them. Well, they put them down here. They were, all I had to do was go down the bottom, right? Ha, ha, ha. Nice and big there, right? Or bigger anyway. Then we also have from War News 247, guys. Russian rockets in Israel. Iran equips Hezbollah from Yemen base. The IDF deploys commando brigade. Its positions hit with kamikaze drones. Moscow has given the Russian Yemen air base and in Latika to Iran for supplying Hezbollah with weapons and ammunition, Israeli media reports. The move has caused great anger in Israel as Russia protects with its anti-aircraft system the airbase and, by extension, the Iranian planes that land. At the same time, Syrian sources say thousands of Iranian-backed militias have arrived in southern Lebanon in the past week, while tens of thousands remain inside Syria near the border with Lebanon and the Golan Heights. The Israelis note that the Russian Air Force has sole control of the area as well as the port, which appears to provide a safe haven for the Revolutionary Guards aiding Hezbollah. The plane, according to Israel information, was carrying about 5 tons of weapons. According to the source, the pilots arrived on the plane accompanied by guards. One hypothesis is that it included man pads, aircraft systems. Reports indicate that the Iranian kamikaze drones were used against the IDF Northern Command headquarters, while the naval base near Nakora was also hit. Let's see. The IDF Commando Brigade is heightened alert on the border with Lebanon for a rapid development against Hezbollah. Meanwhile, Israeli aircraft and artillery forces are also on high alert for immediate response to any attack by Hezbollah. I don't think anybody is shocked to hear that Russia is supporting Hezbollah. If you are, you haven't been paid attention. The Commando Brigade is armed with massive firepower and can strike Hezbollah fighters and targets deep in Lebanon. Colonel Kobe Heller, former commander of the brigade, said the elite force can mount a massive response to enemy raids on Israel. The IDF commandos formed an excellent partnership with the Air Force to enable action in hostile territory. The Hezbollah is not fully aware of the enormous capabilities that the IDF rapid reaction units have developed. Anyway. Wow. Large fire damage is caused in Hezbollah rockets. That looks crazy. Let's look. Huh. Anyway, then we also have here from Hal Turner, guys. Now, this was yesterday's, and I covered this yesterday, but guys, it was on the go that we did this, and so I've just put it in here, guys, so that you guys can see it. Basically. Because I couldn't share it too well yesterday, but the Parliament of Algeria votes to war powers to the president against Israel. And just so that you guys can see where Algeria is in, the grander scope of things here. The waterway here could be very, very important. And they could probably, cause a lot of headaches for everybody in the area. Just saying. Let's see. We also have this from yesterday. No, this is from today. I'm sorry. Honduras recalls ambassador from Israel. Honduras said on Friday it was recalling its ambassadors to Israel for the consolations over Israelis' violations of international humanitarian law in Gaza. It joins other Latin American countries, including Bolivia, Chile, and Colombia, in a downgrading ties. We also have here. Now, this one was from yesterday. This has that crazy video that I was trying to show you guys yesterday. I'm just going to play the video. I'm going to mute the sound because we don't really need to hear the music. There we go. Because it is just music. But I tried playing it yesterday for you guys, and I don't think you guys could see what I was trying to show you. So here we're playing it. Rather interesting. The 226, a lot of people thought it was for in the morning, but who knows what the heck the meaning of this is with the launching buttons, right? Go figure. Anyway, so there is that. Just like I said, that was yesterday's, but we did that on the go, and I wanted to make sure you guys saw it. All right, and then we have this here from End Time Headlines. A man rams a vehicle into a gate at Duke Power Nuclear Plant in South Carolina. I believe this actually happened yesterday, guys. And this is one of those articles that I missed, but again, I was on the road. So the Oconee County Sheriff's Office said that deputies are investigating following an incident at the Oconee Nuclear Station Thursday night. Deputies said that they responded to the plant at around 8:05 p.m. after someone reported that the car had driven through the exit side of the gate of the part of the facility facing the highway 183. According to the deputies, once the driver hit the pop-up barricade, the plant security activated. They backed the vehicle up and went down a dirt road where Duke Energy security members blocked the car in. Deputies stated that the driver then drove through a fence after trying to hit the security officer there. The driver drove out the plant's exit where he tried to hit a security member truck before going back onto the Highway 183 and onto property on Jones Mill Road, where shots were fired. Deputies added that they are currently unsure what the source of the gunshot was. Deputies are currently searching for the suspect. They described his car to be a 02 Toyota Camry that has a license plate from Arkansas with the tag number 380 VDR. Interesting. I wonder if that's going to be the norm these days. Weird things like that. All righty. Then we also have here from Zero Hedge. Hezbollah chief directly responsible for the Gaza atrocities will soon pay a heavy price. The Hezbollah chief says the U.S. directly responsible and we will pay. Just another confirmation of the craziness that is being spoken there. I don't know why I put that there, guys. Anyway, then we have this here from the military.com. This was, I think, the other day. But it's one of those things, you kind of miss a whole lot of stuff. Anyway, the Army suddenly and chaotically told hundreds of soldiers they have to be recruiters immediately. Now, this is kind of crazy because, I didn't think they just put just anybody in those positions, but apparently they're in trouble. So without warning, hundreds of non-commissioned officers were ordered via an email to report to recruiting school at Fort Knox, Kentucky in less than a week, with hundreds more set to start school in December. A sudden, unexpected move by the Army as the service scrambles to boost its recruiting force by 800 by the end of the year. The orders came after a breakdown in how the Army tracks how many recruiters it has been coming through the pipeline, along with the retention of existing ones, according to Lieutenant General Douglas Stitt. Anyway, there's a little bit more there, but you guys get the gist of it. Very, I say, out of the norm things are taking place. We also have the for-your eyes section here, guys. This here is about the Trump situation. The judge will delay this case. That's a big win for Trump. Then we also have from Newsweek, California protesters block a military ship from leaving for Israel. Then we also have this here from Newsweek. Eric Trump just lost the entire case, according to Mary Trump. I doubt that, but. And guys, this here article, I've thought about reading it, but I think this is just getting kind of really crazy. We have Newsweek here. I'll just give you a highlight of it. Talking about a Putin body double, and they're saying that they have experts are saying that they can basically, there's proof that he has body doubles. So take it for whatever it's worth, I guess. And, check this out. I thought it was rather interesting because of all of the claims here lately that he's dead, right? I mean, you have to pay attention to sometimes the smaller articles here whenever things are so interesting as when they say they have proof that he has a body double, and when they're saying that he doesn't, right? And that he's, still alive and well and kicking. So, thought it was rather interesting. Then we also have here, guys, for your eyes section, this new poll talking about 1 in 4 Americans that say that. So I think there's a couple of good articles in there. I just not feeling 100%, and I want to save my voice for Bible, because I'm excited for tonight to give testimony of a great experience. Hopefully my husband will stay up here because he is a witness to this testimony, and I just it's an amazing testimony. So I can't wait to give it to you guys. Anyway, talking about touched by God, that's all I can say. And God is so good. Anyway, I hope to see you all there tonight for Bible. We are continuing to pray for Israel. We're not just praying for Israel, though. We're going to pray for America, troops, for just everybody globally. We need lots of prayers. So I hope you guys will join me this evening for Bible, and to hear this wonderful testimony. It really is amazing. That's all I can say. Outside of just telling you right now, I don't want to give it away. I want you to join me for Bible. Anyway, hope to see you there. God bless y'all. We'll see you later.